welcome to Rise and Shine for another week. Welcome, welcome, come on in. Hi, my name is Jen, and we're gonna go through a nice, relaxing flow today. So how we're gonna structure our flow is we're gonna do a couple minutes, and then we're gonna do a longer pose for maybe 3 or 4 minutes, and then we'll do some more, and then we'll do a longer pose for 3 or 4 minutes. That's kind of the idea today. So let's just start out nice and comfy and cozy in the position of your choice, as always. Knowing that any activity I give you is only a suggestion and you can make it your own however you would like. So we're going to get in this position, whatever it is, and we're going to concentrate on our breathing, and we're going to be here for 3 minutes. So you can just breathe, not worry about anything. You can do a body scan, you can think of a thought, good intention for the class, whatever makes you happy and makes you feel motivated to complete this 4 minutes together. So we're going to start with that now. Nice 3 minutes, nice, cozy, and quiet. Let's take 3 more breaths together. 1. For 2. And for 3. Transitioning to all fours. We're going to shake side to side. Taking a side and letting that hip just kind of dip to that side a little bit. And then the other way. Coming back to side A and turning to look over that shoulder. And B, and look over that shoulder. Come back to the center, drop your forearms, so one's in front of the other. We have a nice flat back, we're dropping that head. You should feel a nice stretch. and drop the hip to one side. And to the other side. Side A, look over that shoulder. And side B, look over that shoulder. Come back to the center. Let's walk one foot out, stretch out the calf. And let's switch sides. And back to the center. I'm just going to turn and face you so I have a little bit more room. I'm just going to bring one leg out to the side and come on the inner arch of that foot. Still looking down towards the ground. And come on in. Switch to the other side. Come on in and roll it up. Sitting back up, nice and tall. Bring one arm over the top. And then switch, just going back and forth. Nice fluid motions. And now change it to come around in front and up. Around in front and up. Now when I come around in front and up, I'm going to look up towards that hand. And come down. Look up towards that hand. Let's do two more each side. Maybe making it a little bit deeper of a stretch every time. One more. And the other. Beautiful. Come back to all fours. We're going to have our knees shoulder width apart, our wrists shoulder width apart. Let's bring one leg up and bring that foot towards the ceiling. Make that foot nice and flat and just hold it here. Now we're going to take this is my left leg, so I'm going to take my right hand and place it where it needs to be for stability. And I'm going to take my other leg, or my other hand, and reach that leg. And if you need to adjust, feel free. If you need to come down to your forearm, feel free. And release, and then flex that foot again. And come on down. All right, shake it out. Let's do the other side. So first it's coming up. We're flexing that foot, so it's not pointed, it's flexed up towards the ceiling. Then take the opposite hand, use it for stability, and then take the hand and grab that same foot on the same side. Oops. And adjust as you see fit. And release, flex that foot, push up one more time. And come on down. Sit back on those heels and let's twist one way. And twist the other way. Come back to the center. Bring those forearms on the ground. Push those knees back a little bit. Drop that head. Take 3 breaths here. come back up to tabletop. I'm going to move towards the back end of my mat. I'm going to take my leg, I'm going to kick it out to the side again. And then I'm going to bring that foot in front. I'm going to roll up a little bit. I'm going to bring that knee in, bring that foot in, and I'm going to lean forward a little bit. I can still see my toes. If I want to hold on for balance, put my hand down here, totally cool. And I'm just going to lean in a bit. And then we're going to lean back, point those toes up towards the sky, and roll down. Walk those fingertips down towards that foot. All right, let's cycle through. So we're going to lean forward a little bit, and then we're going to lean back a little bit. And then we're going to lean forward a little, and lean back a little. And one more time, we're going to lean forward a little, and lean back a little. Bend that knee, walk it to the side, bring it back to the side. Hold it here for a couple seconds. Join the stretch. And then release. Just due to my space, I'm going to turn around. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. All right, so we're going to bring that leg out to the side. Hold it here. And then bring that foot in. Come on up if you want. Otherwise, we're leaning forward, but we can still do those toes. And then we're going to lean back. We're going to straighten that leg, point those toes up, and walk those fingers down. All right, let's lean forward and lean back. Let's lean it forward and lean back. And then lean it forward and lean it back. Bend that knee a little bit. Bring that foot out to the side one more time. Nice little stretch. And then come on back. All right, transition yourself. We're gonna do our first, or probably our second 3-minute hold, if you wanna consider that first one we did to be a 3-minute hold in our nice little entry position. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have our body be as much of a right angle as possible. Now, what you can do is you can put a pillow here, that's totally fine. If you don't have a pillow, you can bend your knees a little bit and kind of lean in. We're doing a supported forward fold, however you want to do that. And that could also include coming up against a wall maybe. Just try dropping your head that way. So I think that's what I'm gonna do for this one, but feel free to kind of pick and choose what you wanna do. And if you're like, I don't wanna do it like that, Jen, I don't, then pick your own, that's totally fine. So I'm using something as a support, and I'm going to just drop my head and neck. I'm just gonna breathe, and we're gonna do that for 3 minutes, okay? So we're gonna start in 3, and 2, and 1. few more breaths. And we're gonna bend one knee, bend the other knee. Transition yourself back onto all fours. Shake a little side to side. And tuck one set of toes under. Tuck the other set of toes under. Push it back. Come to a toe stand. So we're in this little ball here. And then nice and easy, we can push ourselves to a standing position. Adjust as needed. I'm going to be in the middle of my mat. I'm going to bring those arms up. I'm going to do a tiny little lean back. And then I'm going to swan dive down and just let that upper body hang. I'm going to come up. A little bend backwards. And then let that body hang. We're going to do that one more time. We're going to come up. Let that body go back. And then I'll let that body hang. You can come on up into a prayer position and just turn one way. Little twist. And the other way, little twist. Come back to center. Sit a little bit and twist. To the center and twist. To the center, come up. Little bend back if you want. Come on up. And then sit back a little bit more and twist. To the center and twist. Into the center. Come all the way up and grab a wrist, pull it over. So I'm here. And the other way. To the center, release. You can turn sideways on your mat and have those feet super far apart. We're gonna do little windmills here. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna bring your arms like they're in a warrior two position. And now what we're gonna do is we're going to down, and we're gonna come down to roughly our ankles, give or take, and then we're gonna come up. And we're gonna go down, and we're gonna come up. We're gonna do 5 on one side. We'll pause, reset, and do 5 on the other. Now these are slow and controlled and taking our time. We're not whipping our bodies around and about. These are nice intention setting exercises. If having this arm up in the sky is too much, you can always bring it on your hip and do more of like an I'm a little teapot type of action. Totally fine. Okay, ready? Down. Up for 1. Down. For 2. Down. For 3. Down. For 4. And down. For 5. Drop those arms, shake out a little bit. Grab some water if you want. This is a great time. All right, I'm ready for the other side. Same thing. So let's go down and up, making sure we're going down the same amount on each side. And down for 2. And up. Down for 3. And up. Down for 4. Heel toes, feet in. So they're right underneath your shoulders and your hips. Cross one leg over, hands on the hips, and just lean it forward. And then you can just kind of drop that upper body down. Let it hang, let it relax. Shake out the shoulders. And come on up. Other side. Cross it over. Lean forward. And then let everything go nice and loose. And then come all the way up. All right, so we're gonna find something we can hold on to for balance. We're gonna do a standing figure 4, and then we're going to go into the ground to do a pigeon. So this is just a nice little warm up for that. So holding on for balance, make a figure 4. So we have our 1 and our 4. And we're just gonna sit back as much as comfortable as it is for us to be. Hold it here, we're gonna do 5 breaths. And then come on up. I'm gonna go to the other side so I can grab onto the other wall or you can just physically turn around. That's totally cool too. Crossing it over, making that 4, sitting back, 5 breaths. And then coming on up, beautiful. Just gonna shake it a little side to side. Bring those arms behind us, same thing. And then release, let's lean back. One more time. And then swan dive forward. Bringing those hands to the ground. Bringing those feet to the ground. And lowering all the way down to the ground. All right, we're going to spend about 1.5 minutes with our head facing one way and about 1.5 minutes with our head facing the other way. So I'm gonna get you started and then I need to look at the clock. So don't be looking at me, but we are going to start in 10 seconds. So relaxing that head and neck, putting that ear to the top of the back of the hand. Breathing in nice and deep. All right, let's begin. Closing your eyes. We have 30 more seconds on this side. You don't even have to open your eyes. Just turn and face the other direction, other ear on the hands. 30 more seconds. All right, and then coming back to the center, we're going to bend the knees and reach to grab the ankles. And just lifting our upper body up just a little bit and really squeezing those ankles in. Otherwise, if you feel good, you can stay here or you can lift up a little bit. And lower back down. And lift up a little bit. And lower back down. And lift a little bit. And lower back down. Release those legs. Roll onto one side. Relax that head and neck. And just bring that, whatever leg is towards the back, bring that knee up towards the ceiling. And all we're going to do is put a little bit of pressure and just kind of open up that hip a little bit. Nothing painful. And then release. And we're just going to make some little circles with that hip. And switch directions. Release, we're gonna roll it over and bring that other leg. Bring that knee up. And just opening it up a little bit. And then release and some ankles, some hip circles. And switch directions. And release. We're going to roll back onto our front. And we're going to push up into all fours. So I promised you pigeon, so we're going to go into pigeon. All right, we're going to take our left foot, we're all going to do this together. So doing our left foot back and just stretch out that calf, just because we can and it feels good. We're going to bring that knee in and we're going to make ourselves into a little ball. And then we're going to continue bringing that knee in. We're going to bring our foot to roughly 3 o'clock and our knee to roughly 9 o'clock. And we're going to bring that right leg back. And we're going to be up nice and tall. I always say take that extra second and adjust your clothing to make sure that you are comfortable in these positions because you're going to be in there for a little while. So why make yourself uncomfortable? All right, so we're going to be up here for 5 breaths and we're going to be down for 5 breaths. And if you want to stay up for the whole time, that's totally fine. And if you're going down, join me. And come on up. Let's tuck the back right toes up. Lift yourselves back. and come back to all fours. All right, our right leg is getting kicked back. We're stretching out that calf. Then we're bringing that knee in, making yourself into a little ball. Continuing to bring that knee in. Foot to roughly 9 o'clock, knee to roughly 3 o'clock. Positioning ourselves, making any sort of adjustments that we need to. And we're going to be up nice and high for 5 breaths. All right, and then drop it down. And then come on up, tuck those back left toes under, and come back to all fours. Just sitting back, rolling the shoulders back and down, and back and down, and back and down, and front and down, front and down, front and down. All right, staying where we are. Let's bring our hands in front, bring our right hand over our left, grabbing each other's palm and pull down. So I'm taking my left hand and pulling my right hand and kind of bending at the wrist. Shoulders are back and down. Release, and I'm going to flip it around, other way. And now I'm going to use my right hand and pull my left hand down, bending at the wrist. And release, shake it out. We're going to come loop around and come all the way back and around. Other way, looping up, back, super far back, as far as we can go without losing our balance or feeling uncomfortable. Building on that move from before. Two more each side. Our last one. And release. Okay, lay on your back. Bring those knees out. Bring those feet together. And we're going to put our hands on our belly. We're going to do 10 slow breaths here, really allowing our hips to open. Feeling that breath. 1. Take the hands to the outside of the thighs, push them together, and then drop them both to one side. Bringing those arms out to the side like a cactus and looking over the opposite shoulder. Coming through center to the opposite side. Coming back to the center. Bring one knee in, one leg out. Now what we're just going to do is lower and lift that leg. Come up and down. Now we come up, we're going to come over. Just come out, in, back, down. Up, out, in, back, down. 3 more. Up, out, in, and down. Up, out, in, and down. And up, out, in, and down. Other side, same thing. Just come up and down first. And then adding in. So come up, out, in, and down. 2. 2 more. And release. Straighten both those legs, and we're in a perfect position for our Shavasana for 3 minutes. Make any adjustments that you need to. Start to wiggle those fingers and toes. Bring one knee in. Bring the other knee in. And drop to one side. Give yourself a big squeeze. Use that top arm to push yourself up. Bring those knees in. Give them a big squeeze. Turn and face one way. Back to the center. Turn and face the other way. And back to the center. Slowly bring your head up and slowly open your eyes. Thank you for joining me this morning or this afternoon or this evening for our Rise and Shine yoga practice for the week. My name is Jen. Thank you for stretching and spending a little time with me. And I hope I'll see you again next time. Have a great rest of your day.